I think a lot of us act based on the way society wants us to act rather than creating a conclusion based on reasonable evidence to act on our own. We'll just look at other people and kind of mimic what's acceptable from a societal point of view. I feel like I'm podcasting right now. I don't know. I found this quote the other day. I'm pretty sure it was by George Washington. It says, "Do not mind anything that anyone tells you about anyone else. Judge everyone and everything for yourself." That's by Henry James, American author. I can't argue with this. This is completely accurate. Everyone should be able to make their own judgments based on the data that they collect from the world. You shouldn't just go blindly based on what other people are saying to do. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion and shouldn't be forced to think or say certain things. This is why I believe that everyone should be able to have their own opinions, and I don't know if I really want to go into depth about this. In the modern day, like, people are just shamed for thinking certain things or believing in one thing or another, and I just think this is one of the most disgraceful things that a person could shame someone else for, because how are you going to silence someone else for them believing what is right? It's so hypocritical these days. Gen Z, I'm not really proud to be a Gen Zer. Gen Z and liberals often say, yeah, we are all open-minded, we are cool with everyone's opinion and personality and sexuality. But then at the same time, if you go against what they say, they're suddenly your worst enemy. We are your friend until you say something we don't like. The point of this video, too many of us worry about what something means in the societal point of view rather than what it means to us. Like, how other people view you doesn't really matter. What matters is how you view you. What something means to you is far more important than anything that society could deem as important. Now, there's probably something floating in your brain that pertains to this message. Whatever this thing may be, it is important only if you make it important. And the only thing that matters is how you view it. Let's pull up another quote here. "It is our attitude towards events, not events themselves, which we can control. Nothing is by its own nature calamitous. Even death is terrible only if we fear it." That is a quote by Epictetus. Death to many people is something to be feared because you have no idea what is after life. Majority of the population, like the 8 billion people on Earth, don't know what happens after we die, and that is the reason we fear it, because we don't know what's after life. What use is there in fearing something that is inevitable? It's going to happen. You're going to die. We think too much about what it means in a societal point of view, and we fail to take into account what it means to us, what it means in our point of view rather than the point of view of others. Let's take, for example, I guess No Nut November, since that's a trending topic. If you fail your streak, you break your streak during November, you feel like crap about yourself for the first 10 minutes. You're like, oh no, I broke my streak. And now, I guess, think about it for a second. I guess what? Your life is not over. The only reason you feel like crap is because people tell you you're supposed to make it past 30 days. The only reason it is important to you whatsoever is because the internet has given it its meaning. It gives you that sense of importance, like you cannot fail, or else people will look at you like you're weak because you failed. But the only reason it matters at all is because you give it meaning. Had you not given it that meaning, it wouldn't mean anything to you. Point is, pick and choose carefully what you give meaning to. give it too much meaning and you fail, and you will be incredibly distraught because you weren't able to fulfill whatever it was that you felt was meaningful enough to pursue. It is our attitude towards events, not events themselves, which we can control. Nothing is by its own nature Nothing is by its own nature calamitous. Even death is only terrible if we fear it. If you've watched 2 to 3 to 5 videos, that means you actually kind of care about what I'm saying, and therefore I've provided you with value. Subscribe means to receive something regularly, typically a publication, by paying it in advance. So you don't need to pay anything, just subscribe, and that's your payment for watching my videos. Subscribe also means to agree with or to accept, and to be in agreement with my videos means that you will subscribe. So thank you. I love you all. Peace.